For decades, we've had what we thought was a fundamental rule of the cosmos. No dark matter, no galaxy, simple as that. This invisible substance is the cosmic glue, the unseen scaffolding that holds everything together. But what if we were wrong? Astronomers have found a ghost galaxy that seems to be missing this key ingredient. And it's forcing us to ask a pretty unsettling question. Did our entire theory of the universe just break? Alright, let's back up. For nearly a century, astronomers have been haunted by a cosmic phantom. When we look at galaxies from our own Milky Way to the most distant spirals, we see something that just defies the laws of physics. The stars way out on the fringes are moving so fast they should be flung off into the void. There just isn't enough visible stuff, stars, gas, and dust to create the gravity needed to keep them in orbit. The solution was as elegant as it was mysterious: dark matter. An invisible, untouchable substance that outweighs everything we can see 5 to 1. It doesn't emit or reflect light, but its gravitational fingerprint is everywhere. It's the invisible glue holding it all together. Now, according to the theory that runs the show in cosmology, the lambda cold dark matter model, or LCDM, this stuff isn't just a cosmic patch, it's the main ingredient. This theory says the universe started with huge lumpy halos of this cold dark matter. Over billions of years, their massive gravity pulled in regular gas and dust, creating the cradles where stars could ignite and galaxies could form. According to this rulebook, dark matter always comes first. It's the seed for any galaxy. Without a dark matter halo, a galaxy just shouldn't exist. This has been the foundation of modern cosmology for decades, a theory that beautifully explains the grand structure of our universe. Until now. Way out on the edge of the Fornax cluster, about 65 million light-years from home, there floats a cosmic ghost. Its name is FCC 224, and it's what's known as an ultra-diffuse galaxy, or a UDG. Think of it as a galactic phantom stretching as wide as our own Milky Way, but with so few stars it's almost transparent. These UDGs aren't new, but they're usually thought to be extreme cases of dark matter's power, where the invisible stuff makes up almost all the mass just to keep their few stars from wandering off. But FCC 224 is different. It's a quiet rebel. Observations from 2024 and 2025 have uncovered something deeply weird about this wisp of a galaxy. It seems to be breaking the most fundamental rule of the game. It has all the pieces of a galaxy, but it's missing the one thing we thought was non-negotiable. It's dark matter. It's a ghost in more ways than one, a fully formed galaxy without its gravitational soul. So, how exactly do you weigh a ghost? The investigation was a 1-to-2 punch from 2 different studies that put FCC 224 under the microscope. First, a team led by Yimeng Tang at the University of California, Santa Cruz, used the Hubble Space Telescope to look for clues. They zoomed in on the galaxy's globular clusters, those ancient, dense balls of hundreds of thousands of stars that orbit most big galaxies. Globular clusters are like cosmic fossils. Their properties tell you a lot about their home galaxy. And FCC 224 had a weird collection. For such a faint galaxy, it had way too many of these clusters, and they were unusually bright. This was the first red flag. According to Maria Luisa Buzzo of Swinburne University, these clusters are often used to estimate a galaxy's dark matter, and for FCC 224, the math just wasn't adding up. The second knockout blow came from the W.M. Keck Observatory in Hawaii. Buzzo's team used the Keck Cosmic Web Imager, an instrument that can measure the movement of stars with incredible precision. They pointed it at FCC 224 and clocked the speeds of its stars and those strange clusters. And this is where the theory shattered. The stars were moving incredibly slowly. The range of their speeds was so low, it was a textbook sign of dark matter being absent. There simply wasn't enough gravitational pull to whip them around any faster. The only possible conclusion was that the galaxy was being held together by the gravity of its stars alone. All the evidence pointed to one impossible fact. FCC 224 was a galaxy with no detectable dark matter in its inner regions. If this was the first time we'd seen something like this, you could maybe write it off as a fluke or a measurement error, but it's not. FCC 224 has a couple of older siblings, NGC 1052, DF2, and NGC 1052, DF4. They were the first two galaxies found that seemed to be missing their dark matter, and they kicked off a huge debate. Skeptics argued that maybe we got their distance wrong, or that something uniquely bizarre about their corner of the universe allowed for this to happen. But finding FCC 224 changes everything. It's in a completely different part of the sky, in a totally different cosmic neighborhood. Discovering a nearly identical object in a separate environment means this isn't a one-off curiosity, it's a pattern. These galaxies share a distinct set of traits: old, metal-poor stars, slow rotation, and that weird excess of bright globular clusters. This signals that we've found a whole new class of dark matter-deficient galaxies. We're no longer looking at an exception to the rule. We might be looking at a whole new chapter in the cosmic rulebook. We've basically stumbled upon a cosmic crime scene. The laws of galaxy formation have been broken, and we have multiple suspects. If you find this journey to the edge of what we know as thrilling, as I do, go ahead and subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss what comes next. Because now we have to ask the biggest question of all. How do you build a galaxy that shouldn't exist? The leading idea for how you might forge a galaxy without its dark matter sounds like something out of a cosmic demolition derby. It's called the bullet dwarf model. Picture two dwarf galaxies, rich with gas, hurtling towards each other at insane speeds. In this scenario, the dark matter, which only really interacts through gravity, acts differently than the normal matter, the gas and stars. As the galaxies smash together, the huge, heavy halos of dark matter pass right through each other, like phantoms, and keep on going. But the gas is another story. It slams into itself, heats up, and gets violently torn away from its dark matter halo. This orphaned cloud of gas, now floating all by itself, eventually cools down, collapses under its own gravity, and kicks off a flurry of new star and globular cluster formation. The result? A brand new, ultra-diffuse galaxy made almost entirely of normal matter, with its dark matter parent left far, far behind. This bullet dwarf model is a pretty neat way to explain how you could separate the two, and it's really the only formation theory out there that seems to fit. But as cool as the bullet dwarf model is, it has a big problem. A collision violent enough to rip an entire galaxy's dark matter away should be catastrophic. It should tear the galaxy's more delicate parts to shreds. And when astronomers looked closely at FCC 224, they didn't see that kind of chaos. Specifically, its globular clusters are just too perfect. They're small, orderly, and tightly packed. If they had survived a high-speed galactic pileup, they should show the scars, they should look disturbed or puffed up. Instead, they look pristine, like they were born in total peace. This one detail casts some serious doubt on the whole collision idea and leaves us with a huge mystery. If a violent crash didn't create FCC 224, what did? Did it just form this way? No existing model in our standard cosmological playbook can currently explain how this galaxy came to be. This brings us to the biggest, most mind-bending question of all. Does a galaxy like FCC 224 actually break our fundamental theory of the universe? The answer is, well, it's complicated. The lambda cold dark matter model is very clear. Dwarf galaxies especially should be dominated by dark matter. Their weak gravity needs that extra invisible mass to hang onto gas and form stars in the first place. Finding not one, but a whole class of them without it, is a direct and serious challenge. So, is it time to toss LCDM in the trash? Not so fast. In a weird paradox, some argue that being able to separate dark matter from normal matter, like we see with FCC 224, is actually proof that dark matter exists. It shows they're two distinct things that can be pulled apart, but it definitely means our understanding of how galaxies form within that model is, at best, missing some serious details. This discovery also breathes new life into alternative theories, especially one called modified Newtonian dynamics, or MOND. MOND basically says dark matter isn't real, and what we think are its effects are just our theory of gravity being wrong on cosmic scales. MOND has its own big problems explaining other things, like massive galaxy clusters. But finding more and more of these dark matter-free galaxies makes it harder to just ignore. FCC 224 doesn't kill our standard model, but it has definitely exposed a deep and unsettling crack in its foundation. Real science doesn't happen in a single eureka moment. It's a slow, steady pileup of evidence. Researchers describe FCC 224 as a crucial data point in our mission to figure out the universe. It proves that this population of ghostly, dark matter-free galaxies is real and more common than we ever imagined. The next step is to find more of them. Astronomers are going to use powerful new survey telescopes, like the Euclid and Nancy Grace Roman space telescopes, to hunt for these phantoms across huge patches of the sky. Every new discovery will help us sharpen our tools and test the competing theories. We need more data to either prove the violent collision model is right or rule it out for good. We are right at the beginning of understanding these truly strange objects. The story of FCC 224 is a perfect snapshot of science in action. We started with a simple, powerful rule. Every galaxy lives in a dark matter halo. Then, we found an outlier, NGC 1052 DF2, and wondered if it was just a fluke. Now, with FCC 224, we have confirmation. The outlier isn't an outlier. It's the ambassador for a whole new population of cosmic ghosts. These galaxies challenge our most basic assumptions. They force us to wonder if our grand story of the cosmos is missing a vital chapter. Are they the weird byproduct of unimaginable cosmic violence? Or are they a signpost pointing toward a new, undiscovered law of physics? We don't have the answer yet, but the hunt is on. So what do you think is going on here? Is this a crack in our understanding of dark matter, or just a strange new way to build a galaxy we hadn't thought of? Let me know your theories down in the comments below. Thanks for diving into the cosmic unknown with me.